Another thing I want us to understand is that it is possible to look down on the rod of God in your hand and start admiring the rod in another person's hand. Also, there are times that God has given men unique gifts to individuals, and this gift varies. And most of the time, these gifts or talents are very functional in the use of our rods. But most of the time, we look down on these gifts and start converting the gifts that is not even useful for us. We ignore the giftings of God in our lives and start admiring the gifts of others. And it is through these gifts that He will be able to use the rods in our hands well. Let's take the case of Joseph as an example. Joseph have the gift of dreams and interpretations of dreams. It looked like it's ordinary, but in fact, that dream landed him in problem. His dream of having his siblings bow down before him sparked a lot of jealousy, which led to him being thrown into the pit and later being sold off to enslavement. It is possible for Joseph to be discouraged with this gift of dreams and conclude that the dream is not from God, or that it's the devil that is giving him the dream, or to start doubting the existence of God, or be offended in God, and then ignore the gift and the God that the gift is coming from. Because of challenges, one can look down or be offended in God because of that gift, because it's not producing what you expect at that period. You feel that no, this is not God's giving. Maybe that gift, you need to train and learn how to use it well. When you refuse to do these things, you begin to look down on God's giftings. Meanwhile, those are the giftings that God has programmed that will lead to your enjoyment. Throughout the time Joseph was in Potiphar's house, the dream wasn't useful, but he was deeply connected to God and was being trained to be diligent and be responsible. And to prove his deep connectivity to God, he did not sleep with Potiphar's wife. Never ignore or look down on God's giftings in your lives, especially during challenging times. God is working behind the scene, and it's those gifts that He will still use to process your enjoyment. He that hath ears, let him hear. God bless you richly in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Shalom.